Now I have to cover this part of the record, and for the record for my daughter right now. My daughter's not a big hip hop fan, David, but she is a big K-pop fan. She is
No.
the biggest BTS fan. I have spent so much. I've spent more money on BTS merchandise for
Mm.
her since she was about 12. She's 16 now. Than I spent on Nas merchandise when I found out about him from 13 to about 16. So it's serious.
Wow.
And you are the mixer for On the Street with J Hope and J Cole, produced by Pdogg, right?
Sir.
So for my daughter, so I can show her this and show her that I actually interviewed the guy who mixed a song with J Hope, who was a BTS member on it. Tell me about On the Street. Tell me how that came together. Tell me what your relationship with BTS is like, J Cole is like, and tell me about Pdogg too, like all those things.
Okay. Um, so I last November I threw an event. It's called All Up in the Mix Fest, AIM Fest. It's basically showing people how a song is made from beginning to end. It's a 6 hour segment. We have like a studio on stage, a crowd of 300 people, and P-Dog was the producer for that segment. I invited him out, and he basically made a beat from scratch. I took that beat, arranged it, and then had these two artists from Korea. Shout out to Camo and Loopy. They came on stage and recorded in front of 300 people to a song they never heard before. And then I took that and I mixed it for the people live. So like we had this event, and through this event, I got really close to P-Dog. And the first song that we worked on together was with RM and Tablo. It was on RM's solo project that he put out last December or January or something like that. But that was the introduction, and then shortly after that, they hit me up to do a song for Jimin, and that one just came out yesterday. And then the third one was actually J Hope and J Cole, but that was we need this one ASAP. You know, I didn't know Cole was on there, and I'm actually a huge Cole fan,
Mm-hmm.
and I've met Cole a couple of times and never got to work with him because he has a day one engineer. His name's Mez, and when P
Mez?
Dog, yeah, Mez, uh huh,
Mez the old MC Mez?
nah.
Okay.
His name is Juro, and then Mez is like his nickname.
Okay.
But he's been like his day one guy.
Okay.
Yeah, but through that, through my event, meeting P Dog, getting close to him, uh, he said that he knew who he had to get to mix the record. Sent it over to me. I had no idea J Cole was even on it, and then they sent me Cole's vocals, and I was like, no, shut up.
I mean, that's another world when you're dealing with a BTS record though. Did you feel a different level of pressure applied to you? Like they are arguably the biggest band in the world. I mean, I don't even think it's actually arguable. I think they are the biggest band in the world. So
Yeah.
when you're doing a song where you're responsible for the mix of a group member of the biggest band in the world, did you feel the pressure from that moment, or are you just to the point with it that it's like you know what you're doing, you're confident in what you're doing, and it's like you kind of have like an ideology and a game plan for how you approach a record anyway, and so you just approached it with your ideology, and this record was no different.
The crazy thing is, I think I felt less pressure, and I'll explain why. It's there was a level of comfortability between their camp and my camp. Um, the songs that I did for them before, me and P Dog would jump on a FaceTime and talk through mixing live, and he let me know how much of a fan that he was of my mixing. And I think that gave me so much confidence going forward. And by the time I got the J Hope track, I was like, oh, this is just another day in the office. I took a look at it, took a listen. I'm like, okay, um, 10, 12 years of preparing or preparation. She's like, okay, I need to do this. Boom, 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 boom. And by the time I sent it back, like I think that's when I got kind of nervous. You know, I sent it back and I was like, oh dang, this is crazy. Because like while you're in it, you have no time to think about, oh, this is BTS, this is J. Cole, and this kind of goes for like when I'm working with Nas, it's the same exact way. When we're in there cooking, when I'm mixing his stuff, I'm not it's not Nas. I'm hearing audio. I'm looking at work, you know,
Right. You're still
and
doing your
then
job.
doing my job. The second it's bounced or the second I have a breather, I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy.